Ay, ay, ay. Now, it might be a bit silly to bring up because I was using the webcam as a mirror. I can't see it without using another camera. But I'm like sitting here kind of curiously looking stuff up. And it's just like, oh my gosh. You know, I've talked about in the past being willing to accept my aging body, but man, people are obsessed with just lopping all the hair off instantaneously and going bald. Is that a spider? Oh yeah, I think that is the... Oh. No matter where I live, there will inevitably be a spider on the ceiling. Funny enough, I did actually adjust the bot. It should actually spam a little less. That's your ceiling, not mine. It's getting closer. It's gonna be directly above me soon enough. I saw this spider when I was on the deck earlier, looking through my window, and I noticed the spider. I noticed the spider was on the inside of my window, and I didn't do anything about it then. But, I mean, it's gotta be hungry. It's not like there's any bugs in here, usually. I don't know how it got in. You're aiming for me, aren't you? You're aiming for my bald spot, aren't you? No. Sorry, it was just one of those things I was looking at. Again, I wouldn't think about the hair thinning if it wasn't for the rest of the hair is fine. But like you can see it, it's getting thin at the top. And I'm not entirely sure what to do about it. Why are you there? Why? You're directly above me now. This wasn't necessary. Oh, and it stopped. It conveniently... Oh, no, there it goes. Where are you going? But no, yeah. If my hairline was completely receding, I think I would be having an easier time with it. I just hate the fact that I don't, like... I can't see it, so I don't know what it looks like, and I can't, like, do anything about it. Like, I don't want to shave my hair yet, because it's annoying. When you still grow this much hair, I don't want to do that every week. Being bald is more inconvenient for me currently, so I'm really annoyed that they're obsessed online. Like, you get a one little spot like this, and they're like, shave it all off, it's over, buddy. And it's just like, I don't want to... I haven't even, like, fully shaved this week. I can't be doing that. It's too much work. Anyway, I was testing to make sure one of the mods wasn't broken. So now I just have a metal cow, I guess. It's striking a little pose. Like, this is like the kind of pose the mobs have on the title screen. Okay, it's no longer over me. It can go that way. I'm fine with that. But what I was testing, part of what I was testing, so this is the destruction mod that I have now. No, whoa, careful. If you recall before, if I were to have dropped my big platform thingy from the sky, it would have just shattered. I mean, it got a little dent in it, but that'll heal. Okay, yeah, he's fine. But, yeah, so the obsidian shoes work. The obsidian shoes work very well. I mean, it'll still break in other, like, parts if it lands, like, wrong, but I'm fine with that. I just needed a way to do landing gear. So, yeah, that's a lot more stable. I mean, if I drop this with the stone bits, yeah, see, it'll still shatter. By the way, this test world, as you can tell, has suffered my wrath, including the chunk I had to get rid of. This was like a dugout area. One of the things messed up and, well, that area doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, this is where I just test everything. I know I was doing like that on stream here, but this is where I found out tomatoes are the most powerful thing in the universe. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm just checking on that spider because I don't want to squish him if he falls on my head. Yeah, I've been testing metrics, and various mods and just all kinds of things. You know, I'm almost certain I had, yeah, more foxes. Yeah, there's one thing. I'm not planning on using levitite for any of my structures, but, I'm not entirely sure when this started happening, but we don't look at the levitite anymore. We try not to look at the levitite. Oh, this is where I learned the disappointing truth that the water wheels do not act as paddle wheels yet. Look how perfect this would be if it just worked. Oh, hello. How quaint. This is where I repeatedly crashed the game. Okay. Do I have it installed still? I think I do. Yeah, auto sable physics. I don't have this enabled right now. I don't have this enabled because it adds a substantial amount of tick lag to the game in my other world. Probably somewhat a bug. But it's pretty cool. If it ever like runs better, I might mess with it. I should be careful with it though. The game does have a tendency to crash right now. If leaves are broken. Like, not every time, but there are conditions of it. I just don't get how these trees are like this stable. It's really weird. But it's pretty fun. I don't know why this tree didn't fall over. What? It's like... It's if there was like a wind mod, then it would be like really satisfying, I think. Also, I think the crash is when you have like one thing hit another thing into leaves and then the game crashes or something like that. It's really weird. I'm gonna disable that again. That mod had some problems, but it's pretty cool. Dream of the childhood mods. Anyway, the elephant in the room was the thing that I keep joking about throughout the week. I messed up. I was testing over there. I accidentally spawned another box that I didn't mean to. Yeah, like I had a copy of that on my thing. And I threw it, and then I turned and I looked, and it had slammed into this. And unfortunately, this was before I installed the new destruction mod. So, it caused a lot more damage than the current mod probably would have. So, well, I think I might just leave this here as a relic of the past. The first version of it and the box that is shoved into it. I think I might work on a new version of it. Because, okay, so somebody... Okay, this one's a mess. I'm not gonna mess with this one. This one's really buggy. So, like, for instance... So this one does do, like, the analog turning like I want. but then nothing actually, like, on the thing operates, so it's very buggy. Can't get it to work properly, but these, like, work on it, so it's very strange. And the worst thing about it is if I turn this off, I think, will this stop working? Oh wait, no, it won't, because like that's still on it, right? I'm trying to figure out, there's conditions at which this just stops working. Oh, there it goes. So it's really weird. It just stops updating. This one's very buggy. And then it's like if you update the structure, it starts working again. But then at some point it'll stop working again. Unless you keep something like this spinning, and then it'll always stay working. So this one's bad. I kind of like the idea of it, but it's kind of bad. Whereas there's this one, which just works really well. And as you can tell, I should be able to do the whole thing I was doing before. I don't know why this is so unstable. But it is. I'm actually wondering whether... I don't think this is backwards. No. I think it's just... It actually, like, maintains an amount of mass. So, that's a silly thing. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna make a new one of that, just with the new thing. Our plan today is that my ship needs landing gear. I really wish there was an easy, like... I guess I could do this, and then just not touch the stuff. Yeah, I just need to, like, put lava down. It would be faster than trying to clear my inventory manually. Like, I can just... One second. I can just, get rid of that all. Oh, but the bucket isn't... I can't empty the bucket. It's kind of awkward. Okay, can I safely move this out of the way, though? Safe enough, I guess. Oh, careful. Yeah, we'll just set this over here. I think that's fine. Look how many tools I have. I mean, some of these I really don't need. Oh yeah, I figured out why I couldn't mine yesterday. That was very goofy and not a problem anymore. Turns out the block tags were just completely broken because of one typo. So I can mine again. Yippee. Oh yeah, so this is where I was testing... Oh, yep, the spider's gone. Never to be seen again. This is where I was testing, like, this, fluid tank thing. It's so much better than the default. But also, I'm just, like, weirdly impressed with this specific... Like, obviously, it's not, like, splashing around in there. It's just doing the trick where you, like, cut it out and you put, like, little... like a wobbly wave top. Like it's really not that fancy of a thing, but it, you know, it's cool. It's a really fancy rendering thing still. I just figured I'd show all the random things I've been messing with. It's a mess. It's a real mess in this world, isn't it? Uh-huh. Okay. What's this? Yeah, this is the specific hill I was testing with. The heck? Get out of here. I forgot I had, like, some of this stuff just lying around. Extra legs and whatnot. Get out of here. See, this is how I got a box stuck in that. You know, I'm just trying to clear an area and not really thinking too much about the damage caused by my actions. Is that one physics? No. Okay. Right. First things first. Just out of habit, I'm always building these things out of wood. Let's just make another big, ugly platform. Bubble one. By the way, is there a crafting recipe for this? No, it's a creative mode tool. I had a feeling. It would be really nice. Like, I guess when I was talking about the difference between this and Valkyrian Skies, like, the thing that you won't really see with, like, Valkyrian Skies, for instance... actually, let's do this with half slabs, like, so I saw a little picture that really expressed, like, kind of a lack of effort that it takes, and just, like, the quality of it all. That's really cool. Because you can get away with having so many physics objects, you can just do something like this and just kind of get away with. What the heck? What did I do to that one? What happened to you? Oh, you got stuck on the grass. That's weird. Like, oh, there is another mod that I don't have installed that actually adds, like, entity, like, weight, so, like, I would be able to fall off this, but, I mean, they are floating in the water. Like, if I, one second, if I give them a smack here, you know, they're there. That's so weird. I didn't realize there was this, bug with the seagrass. It doesn't count as water, I guess. The water, I guess they need to be detecting waterlogged rather than water. Yeah, if I hit these a little bit, now it's obvious what's going on here. It's freaking cool. Did we say that boxes won't get stuck like that again? I mean, for the most part, I mean, if I throw them hard enough, almost, you know, almost certainly, they probably still could. There we go. I mean, if I throw a box, like, you know, it'll damage the box a little bit, but... Oh wait, are these solid boxes or are these hollow? No, they're hollow. I'm a little scared to throw things around because, like... Okay, let me play with fire here. If I just do this... There's, like... There's a chance it'll just crash the game. I was kind of curious if I would get lucky. It's like it feels like a 1 in 100 chance. Like, that's the stupid part. In like a super flat kind of world, I can do that and it won't crash the game. Like, I can make hundreds of them piled everywhere. The moment it touches, like, leaves or whatever. In fact, this should be, like, super unstable because it's a bunch of cubes inside of each other. But the only thing that'll really crash about it is if they hit, like, leaves or something. I love it. Like, I guess I could. Whoa! Hello? I guess I could test and see if I could, like, yeah, what happens, oops. I mean, trying to line up the same situation as earlier itself it's like a comical problem. Oops. Oop, and I damaged it. Come on. There we go. So it was, I'm pretty certain it was the same size as one of these cubes, where it's just like, yeah, I kind of like threw it like that. And as you can tell, it's still got stock, but it's not like, even though I actually tried, like, I threw this way harder than I threw that one, and it's still, like, it only did that much damage to both of them. Oops. Bye. Like, so it'll still do it. It's just the effort is much higher. Yeah, it's like I shouldn't say it won't happen, but it won't be as bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna get right on with it. So today's goal is actually landing gear. For my ship. So we'll grab a couple things that we'll need. Where is the analog gear? Oh wait, I think it's actually over this way somewhere? Yeah. Analog spring. Ooh, there's also, this is kind of nice. Copycat sails that I can use on my ship. Where if I don't, like, if I don't want the fin on the back of the ship to look like sails, you know, I could actually, what was that called again? Pillar, what was it? Like, I don't know, I can use, like, materials like this. I will keep that in my inventory. I kind of like how it looks for legs. Grab some obsidian. So for the landing gear, I kind of want to have like something that is like angled on the bottom side of my ship that kind of folds down. Just debating. Weirdly enough, I might end up using 2 of these with like different logic. I'm just debating exactly how I want to do it. Cause yeah, the way I'll end up building this, I almost do wonder, do I need to... Will I need to do something like this? Well, actually, oh, you know what? I forgot. It has the 2 layers of legs, so this part has to be the encased drives. Chain drives? Yeah. So yeah, the part I don't really 100% know about right now. So it's gonna be like... Yeah, like, I'm just trying to think how I want this to sort of be kind of, like, folded in. I don't know. This is a whole process to figure out. Because, like, if I grab... this, like, you can kind of imagine, oops, that's not correct, that's not correct at all. Yeah, back to building walkers is sort of correct. It's also kind of like the landing gear for the ship is the plan today. I'm trying to figure out something that will detect when it's near the ground, fold them out, and then fold them out slightly differently, to keep it balanced. But as I was demonstrating, you know, despite the fact that I have a destruction mod that still can do some like good damage to things. Please don't hit that tree, that could crash the game. I hate the fact that that's like my one worry, is leaves will crash the game. And that's a rare chance, but I'm like terrified of it. What the heck was that? There was like a particle on me for a second. But yeah, I was kind of demonstrating the obsidian actually is strong now. So I can actually, you know, I can do a pretty rough landing. And it'll only really break the ground. So the landing gear should work. Like, even if I come down, like, really rough, I think it should work. Yeah, obsidian's very strong. Like, it took some damage on other parts, but the legs are fine. It's like throw a cow around. You know, I will admit, I'm a little confused. There were creatures... Like, I guess this thing's still here. It's so weird that they gave him, like, little eyes. Oh, I guess that's where you got off to. I had, like, critters everywhere, and they just seem to be gone. One thing that slightly annoys me trying to do this kind of thing. I kind of messed up. Forgot that that would do that. I forgore. I forgore my glue. One thing that slightly annoys me. What the heck? That's not connected? Okay. Sure. There we go. I don't know if there's a way to slow this down, because, I mean, okay, this is a problem. Oh, there it goes. It really, really wants to turn at a very, very high rate. Which is slightly obnoxious because I think on the actual ship, I'll probably assemble it this way. Because, you know, the bottom of the ship is kind of, like, folded in, like, it curves inward. And I don't think I want the landing gear to just kind of be, like, sticking out or whatever. So, I'm probably gonna have to figure out some way to very gently, like, use a gear shift or something. You know, and like down gear it like crazy so I can get it exactly. I don't know, maybe I'm just forgetting how to control these slower, but you know, because I guess what I want is for it to like be like that by default, and then to take one of these. So, okay, just to mention, like, the one thing that makes this way more viable is, somebody made a mod that pretty much does the exact thing I was asking for. Like, this was, like, the one thing that this mod was missing for me, and now somebody has an extra that does it. Yep. It just, it can just handle that for me. I don't have to do all that crazy stuff anymore. It's so much simpler like this. The one thing I do want to figure out, I'm gonna do it the simple way real quick, but I do want to figure out if I can... Oh wait, I forgot something. I want to figure out if I can do the legs independent. So, like, I want it to be so, like, it detects that the ship is, like, near the ground. And, you know, it flips the one. I need more parts. Do I have motors? Like, multiple motors. Sorry, I'm trying to actually keep the things I'm using in my inventory so I don't have to go through the menus every time. And I'm like putting ones down here for like if, oh, I want gears, if I want a motor, you know, if I want a lever, it swaps it out from here. Well, this just work. Okay, it's backwards, but it works. Like, it's so much easier, dude. What the heck? Okay, that actually... Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. That needs to spin more. Which I think actually means what I want to do is have 2 of these. With this one set to like 180. And then the redstone does both of them? Okay, I can't... Unsurprisingly, I can't put redstone directly on these, but I think I can do... Apparently I didn't have any wood. I should be able to go up the side. I think that's why I do that, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's basically landing gear. Just about as simple as that. I probably would want the other one faster. I mean, it looks freaking cool. Again, all that effort on that one. It was a fun puzzle. But this really should probably just be in the mod. Considering its sheer use. Holy moly. That's a little crazy. Yeah, I don't need crazy amounts of speed. It's still faster than my old one, even as is. Actually kind of curious here. If I put the angle at like 75... Yeah, that feels better. I mean, it could straighten that out a little, but I think I like that. The only weird part about this is I'm gonna have to have like a whole, like if, you know, it's in the middle section of the ship. You know, I'm gonna have like some space for it. Now, actually, this might give me space. Wait, I can make use of this. I can do something kind of nice with the way I have this laid out right now. Now, right now, I have... I have these on the same wire, but I probably actually will set it up on two different things, but, where is it? Optical sensor, I believe that's the one that I was using before. Oh yeah, the negative world. Okay, that away. And I have that off, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm really, really hoping this... Oops. Ah! Why? Yeah, okay. I'm really, really hoping... I can just build this. Oh, also, something I adjusted, just to kind of show off. So, what the heck is modern industrialization? Okay. So there's a jetpack in one of these mods. However, it takes the elytra to craft it usually. I decided to make a crafting recipe that is specifically like made of a bunch of like they're not cheap. Like I have to run this through 8 times through this whole thing. That's annoying. For the engine. And then this, you know, it requires one of these. They're like they're not the most expensive things in the world, but I made sure it's still kind of expensive and it requires me to build a bunch of the mod specific mechanisms. But I will get a jetpack. I think that's going to be my next goal in the actual series is to deal with a jetpack. Just so I can work on the side of the ship without much problems. Yeah, like I don't like hunting for the elytra, to be honest. It's like, you know, it's kind of the intended enough. But it's frustrating and annoying and frustrating and annoying. Oh yeah. I forgot. That'll like still do its thing. So that does actually, man, it's so much easier for some of this. Oh man. What about, so what would 8 be? Oh, we're doing the thing. Oh gosh. I was accidentally surfing for a second. Oops. I just really smashed that into a wall. Everybody is surfing. Surfing, I don't know. I can't think of a pun. Okay, so the gravity gun, and this is I think why the gravity gun was causing some of my crashes earlier. It applies incredibly high amounts of force. Ridiculous amounts of force. So thinking about it, I don't really remember if there's just like a thing that turns on when it just gets like a redstone signal. So weirdly enough, I still end up needing this to do even just a digital input. So like in this case, I want it to just go down if it detects it within such and such number of blocks. Like yeah, so it's like if my ship gets near the ground, I want that to be prepared. Is kind of what I'm looking for. So like that part is like the easy part. And in fact, if I just wanted like a really rough landing, simple version, I could, like, just build this on the other side real quick. Like, let me actually start inserting it onto this thing. Oh, I just realized, though. Oh. I'm gonna make a change real quick. I think I just realized what I can do to make this behave the way I want it to behave. I think what I'll do... So, okay. I don't want them on weird angles. So, funny enough, I think the easiest way to rotate it, like 45 degrees, is to use one of these. And a gearbox. Because I always use a gearbox. Gearboxes are the solution to all of our problems. Okay, so... yeah. Instantly... like, I'm fine with it being 45, exactly. Instantly solves the problem. And I can do that, like, in survival mode. Pretty easy, I think. So I think with that... yeah. In fact, I might actually be fine with this rotating it a full 90 degrees again. Pretty much, if I can get this to a point where it will save itself if it crashes into the ground, like, I'm gonna consider that a success. Do I have... oh, yeah, I took out the whole thing over here, so I could put the optical sensors in. What will feel when you tell the truth that it's no longer named Dale? No! It can't know! It is not allowed to know. You can't tell it. You're not allowed. Also, like, it's just emitting an emote, so, like, it has to, like, I don't want to change the name of the emote, to be honest. I don't know. I do not agree with the translation, by the way. I think I may have mentioned this before. One second, I can actually go onto the wiki and bring this up. Dale is actually, like, the accurate, like, translation. Kirby Dale. Soul Light. The names in other languages. Japanese, Deiru. Possibly a play on day, as in daylight, and sol, Latin for sun. It's Dale! It's Sol, and it's day! Instead they decided just like Sol as in solar and light. It's like it's in the spirit of, but Dale is the accurate. I love how, like, mundane it makes it sound, but I guess they thought, oh, it's not as cool. We got to make it sound cooler. No, the fact that it wasn't cool is why we love him. And also why it's cool. It's cool because it's not cool. That's the key. I need more things that are, like, just named something like Dale. And it actually has purpose because it's a pun and all that. Okay, so this is like 6. Seeking the profound in the mundane. You know what? Yeah. It doesn't even need to be profound. It can truly be nothing. I like things to simply be nothing sometimes. Is that so wrong? I'm also debating whether I want this to be like that or something. I'll get to that when I polish it up later. Counter pun culture. Okay. These should go together pretty fast. Now that I have an idea of what I'm actually building. I mean, I already kind of built it once before, so I better be building it faster this time, you know? Oh yeah, the obsidian is what I'm missing. Deiru. I do like the odd way, because Japanese doesn't quite have a differentiation between L and R, but also it tends to end with vowels. There's something about it that's actually very satisfying. See, I feel like I have a slight weird problem in that I get a little worried that I like to pronounce things from other cultures. Kind of, I attempt to do it the way that's accurate. Oftentimes because it sounds more satisfying, but because you kind of have to put an accent on it to try to do it right, I sometimes get worried that it's just like, if you do it wrong, it probably sounds weird. Or... like, I always get... I always want to avoid, like, getting sucked into misconceptions. Like, for instance... in this case... of pronouncing things in other ways. People misunderstanding and thinking it's just like, you like it because it's funny, and the reality is, no, I like it because it's satisfying. It's like, I'm not sure if I'm entirely accurate in the way I attempt to pronounce mozzarella, but I freaking love saying it that way. It sounds so good. But I also, like, I don't remember if that's, like, one specific, like, accent, or if it's common. Anything I'm missing aside from the things that actually signify what goes where? I will put this up, because I think that'll, yeah, that should yet again make it both go down again. No, it didn't. Why not? Oh, that's why. It's not actually... what if I do that? Will it connect? No, it won't. Oh man, that's annoying. Okay. I guess we'll just do it from here. Despite everything, it's still redstone. There we go. I still don't like it that the second one is a little slower. I feel like that's gonna do something where it, like, it gets down, like, really fast and flings it. Or something. Like, it'll bounce. Also, now that they're 45 degrees, do I want to adjust that? Because I want that to be straighter down. I really... this add-on was really good. Let's do 60. 50? Probably 50. Again, I'm gonna modify this a bit, but we're just doing the basics right now. Okay. Before I forget, that means oh, I haven't done it on there. Okay, so let's do it on this side. Oh wait, that's the one that's 90. Oh wait, no, I haven't adjusted it at all. Okay, right. The outer one is, yeah. 150, please. One tray of 50s, please. What? What are you talking about? Who are you? I don't think I need these sitting around. Okay, put that there. Put that there. Green wool. Grab the oh, where'd my wrench go? I don't want the wrench shuffled out. Okay, so both of these should work now, I think. Oh, okay, that's the wrong way around. We'll just reverse that. Yep, okay. You gotta invert some rotation sometimes. By the way, we are going to test this in the risky, possibly destructive kind of way. Of once I know all of them work, I am just going to drop it out of the sky. Dang it. Gotta do that again. Just glad that works. Here. Flip you around. You know. Just, you know, we test it like we test babies. If they don't, like, survive being dropped, then they weren't strong enough. Oh, gosh. Oh. That's how parents do it, right? That's how mine did it. No, jeez. I turned out fine. Perfectly balanced. So we need that. What else do we need? Not sure, actually. Okay. Got all that plugged in. Give it the signal. What signal? You know, the signal. We never agreed on a signal. Aha, I knew I was missing something. I was just kind of like looking it over, knowing deep down in my soul that something was missing. It's gonna be backwards. Okay, I just had to figure out which one was backwards. I kind of had a feeling it was gonna be this one, but I wasn't sure. They all work. Okay, they all work. Are they fast enough? Kinda. Yeah. I mean, it survived. You know, it did damage to the ground, but... So, I guess the worst case scenario, my ship falls at terminal velocity. Oh, it still hit something a little bit. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's a lot better than it was before. It's not the best approach for this case. Yeah, this piece of ground, it hit. So, I guess, really, all that I need to do here is just see if I can get them to, like, go really, really freaking fast. Well, I mean, not like insanely fast, because I don't want to put that much potential energy into it, but I need it to be, like, faster than terminal velocity is all we really need here. Whoa! Do a flip! Okay. Yeah. Yeah, these analog springs are very nice. Yeah, any notable damage? I don't think so. At first I thought there was damage, but it's just the spots where the legs come out. Wow. That's crazy. Now the only thing I would want from it at this point, because I mean this is just, I've already done my main goal. The only thing I could really want from it... Oh man, that actually got a little stuck. I want to figure out if I can get it to figure out which is closest and then level the whole thing based on it, because I have a feeling in most cases... Yeah, what are you doing? Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, in most cases, when the ship lands, the ship is going to be leaned like this. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. So my general idea is I would like to make this second one that powers this leg independent of the first one. By the way, dropping that there, I'm definitely sending that clip to the guy that made this analog spring. To show that, to vindicate him on his addition of it to his mod. It's very useful. I will be taking that BRB. Considering I finished this part of the journey, I think I'm happy to take a BRB. What the heck was that doing over there? Oh, okay. You're not gonna survive a flip entirely, though. That's maybe the other thing. Like, ideally, again, ideally the ship's gonna be, like, coming down slowly. In fact, maybe I could add a balloon to this thing just to simulate that. What is going on over here, by the way? Okay. Like, these legs were wiggling. Oh, I know why these legs are wiggling. They're attached to this still. One second. I'm gonna rewire these real quick. Where was the thingy? Oh wait, that's the right. That's the output. I mean, not like this thing's doing very well considering it has this like shoved into it. Yeah, it's missing parts. It's not doing so hot. It doesn't even have... Oh gosh, this entire leg is gone. I just don't want it wiggling in the distance, getting shredded. Let me make a basic balloon real quick. Like a really, really basic one. Did I make this? Yeah, okay, good. You know what, actually, I'm gonna do it like this so that if I feel like it, I can disconnect it later. I just realized When I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send that clip to the guy so he can feel vindicated, and then I just remembered that it includes the do a flip bit. Oh my gosh. Too funny. These are very, very simple. Like, these do not make nearly as much lift as the ones that I was building in my survival world, but they should do the trick for this, I think, at least. Probably. I do wonder, I was looking at the mod pages, and the iris shaders have not updated for 1.21 in a very long time. Which means they've probably decided this version was good enough and they moved on to newer versions and haven't backported anything. But I wonder if this mod having graphical incompatibility is going to have the mod creators for this try to make it compatible with iris shaders, or if iris shaders will actually have a, like, backport finally. I'm not actually sure. Actually, you know what I'll do? Oop. Can I get there? What I'll do for this instead sorry, I'm just trying to think of a good way to attach this and detach it. We floating? No, I think I need to make this balloon bigger. Or put more of these on it. Get me in there. Get me in there, coach. No, I think we maxed out the balloon. Is the problem. Okay. Pop the balloon! It's really weird how they did... Oh! Uh-oh. I should take that BRB. The game crashed. I was just about to say, it's kind of weird how they detect the balloon popping multiple times there, but maybe there is a reason why it was weird. Oh. I was, returning and I accidentally full screened the log instead of the game. Hmm? Huh. It's not often the game crashes and keeps you exactly in the place that you were. Especially not these crashes. They've usually not been, like, saving the world or anything. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep this one taller or something like that. While that balloon figures itself out for a second. Actually, I think it kept my inventory how it was. Again, it saves kind of, asynchronously. Throw those away for a second. Trying to gain the inventory for one more thing. Oh wait, I didn't need this. I forgot. I actually, yeah, I don't need that at all. I think I just need this. So I'm gonna use these ropes, on my actual ship to do aesthetic things. Wait, does this count as disconnect? Oh gosh, it doesn't. Doesn't. Ah! Are we fine? Did we break anything? Okay, no, I think we're fine. This apparently, I think, because of these, it still thinks it's connected? In that case, I might actually want the rope wench. Because I'm gonna want to pull this down in a second. It'll all make sense. I want to be able to have the balloon on temporarily without committing crimes. I mean, committing to it. Like, is this... Yeah, I guess... Oh, I forgot. I do actually have to remove these. Oh! I knew that would be fast, but jeez! That was a jump scare! That thing went! One more back. I'm having a little bit of difficulty setting up what I want. Okay, there we go. Winch time. Do I have one? Yes. Hand crank, sorry. Accurate terminology. Yeah, so I can just have these pull this down temporarily, and then yeah, we can just use this to connect this on as needed as a temporary balloon while testing. Speaking of which, though, the balloon is not big enough. Let's crash the game again, probably. Do you ever wonder whether or not a mod like this is encouraging very bad habits for me? Like, I could just break the blocks and get rid of them properly, but no, we gotta throw them. I just need this barely big enough that I can actually pick up this thing. The fact that, like, this balloon is decently sized, like, obviously not, like, as big as maybe you would expect for something like this, but the fact that this balloon is of relatively decent size, and yet it cannot lift this little platform maybe expresses the true ridiculousness that is the size of the balloon on my ship. Ironically, I think that balloon would have been easier to craft if I had done aeronautics from the get-go compared to the old crafting recipe that I was using for balloons, which, I mean, one of them could have used wool, but I was using paper for most of it, and that was just taking forever. Like, especially with my little helper friend. It, did not take actually that long to get the wool. Oh, is this enough? It's moving. Yippee! Wait. Oh, it got really angry about that. Ba 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 ba. I don't know why I'm using Banjo-Kazooie music. Let me put these away. Okay. Yeah. So it you know, it keeps it in the air a bit, which is exactly what I want to test, because the sort of thing here that I just want to see is how fast does a balloon fall if it loses power. Yeah, see, that 100% works in that use case. So I'm gonna make the balloon slightly larger so I can get slightly higher up. Oops. Oh, crud. See, that's the bad habit. I broke something. Oh, I broke the top of this. How strange. Oh! Oh, it's slightly, it's got a slightly hurt paw, and it can't put it on the ground anymore. Whoa! No, not into the pit, please. Behave. Behave. Wait. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is correct. That has a decent amount of drag because it's floaty. Balloon. So I think the thing with balloons, compared to propellers, is the general rate at which they gain altitude. Like, I forget whether the balloons will continue to gain until they're full, or like if it's just a speed thing, or if there is actually like a max that a heater can actually output. I would assume maybe there's a max, because there's, you know, the heat wouldn't be perfectly contained. It literally looks like an animal when you like hold it like near the ground or whatever, and the animal's like, it wants out of your arms or whatever they do. Where they just start like thrashing around a little bit until you set them down. Why? Oh no. This is messing with that part of my head that's just like has to remind itself that animals aren't just robots and they can feel. Cause there's the whole thing that when you start seeing how organic robots are, it messes with your head a little bit. Cause like, whoa! Uh-oh. I think I broke a block. I I think I broke a block that is in the subset of blocks that I think breaking grass technically can do the same thing as breaking leaves, with the things that cause crashes right now. Oops. Um, but yeah, it's where you have to look past what is just shown to you. Like, again, the ability to speak doesn't necessarily mean, that you're, it's how we express to each other, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the rite of passage for sentience. It's really weird to me how similar AI ended up being to the demons in Frieren. Just in certain ways. But I guess, like, robots for animals is kind of the same way right now. Attoseconds. So where were we? Okay, we lost a little bit of progress this time. In fact, we lost a good bit of... See, these are the crashes I'm kind of more talking about. This was what was happening earlier. For some reason, certain ways the game crashes, throws me back in time further. In fact, it probably, for safety reasons, it probably would be better for me to, save and quit so that it does save after this, so I don't have to do it again if it crashes again. Again, this isn't a problem with the destruction mod. I was doing tests without the destruction mod enabled, and I found cases where it would still happen. So, I think, Sable just needs an update. It's also kind of weird what is and isn't, like, reset. Like, for instance, I feel like some of my inventory is, but some of it isn't. Actually, I probably want to keep the rope on me, but whatever. I'm gonna save and quit. Just to not lose progress. Also, if you want if you want to know how often I back up, test, and do things in some of my other save files, all these different copies of the airship adventures world, and that's not even like the backups folder. I gotta clear some of those. Some of those aren't relevant anymore. A lot of them won't even probably open because I probably had different mod sets at the time. Okay. Don't tell me, one second, don't tell me I landed on this, didn't I? This one little bush here? Get out of here. I mean, I could have also maybe landed on this. This might count as a fragile block. Okay, so this, I think, simulates a worst case scenario. In terms of... the ship is all the way up. And then it suddenly loses power. And it's truly plummeting, and yoink! Oh! Oh, whoa. Oh, wait a second. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it is pretty bouncy. I wonder if it was heavier, if it would be better. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, I just finally read part of the exit codes. The reason why they crashed the game instead of just dealing with it, they have a little extra text that they decide to have the game crash because buffer overruns could be used by, like, malicious actors to exploit the system, so that it's just they're like, they just terminate, just in case. That makes sense. I was wondering why they would have the game crash instead of just, like, exiting For those kinds of errors. Or like, you know, sounds like an excuse. Like, for the game crashing, or... Because Java is one of those weird engines that, like, oftentimes will just... Like, you should see how many errors are actually printed to console. In the background whenever I'm playing Minecraft. Like, they just tank most of the errors. But yeah, I find it really interesting that this crashes. I have a feeling... So I think I know maybe why this is crashing now. I didn't think about this before. But, it's not just... Oh, maybe the ropes. The ropes also could be causing crashes. I think there was something about that. The ropes actually were probably a bad idea because of that. One second. I have another idea then, instead of ropes. If I can get it to let me do it. Oh, counting that as there being blocks in the way. Copycats. It's not letting me. Yeah, there's too many blocks in the way. Magnets? What about magnets? That could work. That's not what I wanted. One lever, please. Yeah, magnets could do the job, probably. Oh, not well enough, though. Where do I need to line this one up? Oh gosh, get me out of there. I think I had it, like, with a 1 gap, so 3, so probably, like, here? I don't think magnets are strong enough. Wait a second. There's a thing that's even better than magnets, then. Where is it? Docking connectors. Docking connectors are, like, super, super solid. They're just really long. Oh, that's too far away. One second. I'm gonna freeze those in space and just kind of fix this. There's a couple ways you can still clip through. Oh gosh, I hate rotating with this. So do that, and then do that. Wait, what? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Docking connector is probably a better solution. For temporary. Can I do 2 docking connectors just to make it, like, even? Yeah, I can. That's nice. Okay. After all that work, let's crash the game again. It probably will. Actually, one second. Save and quit one more time. I don't have to redo that. Yippee! Do 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 do. Okay. Then I just drop it anyway. Oh my gosh. Oh. That's crazy how it bounces. That's my one problem with it, is it's kind of too good at this speed. And it kind of always will end up flinging itself in an emergency situation. I'm mostly hoping at this point that, I'm mostly hoping at this point that the ship will never, like, fall that aggressively. Like, I'm not really 100% sure what the state of, like, my ship going down is gonna be once I have the propellers on. Can these do, like, half speed? Yeah, it's like, in a lot of cases, I think it'll just be this, where... like, it's gradually lost fuel. Oh, right, but, in this case, the, it'll actually get slower as it gets further down. So let me put that back up. Get back up top. I'm trying to find a situation where the balloon hasn't completely lost buoyancy. I guess what I could do... Can I just have one, like, in here that's always on? Yeah, so now it's got some good power to it. And so if I kill those, but the other ones are still on. Oh, that's interesting. If you have any on, it actually maintains the balloon? I didn't expect that. I wonder if that's intended. Doesn't feel correct. No suitable balloon. Oh, wait a second. I only had one on. Oh, we actually managed to stop it right before it panicked. I love that. I absolutely love the way the legs wiggle. Okay, I'm a little surprised, but the way these burners work is not exactly how I thought it was. Will it catch before it hits the ground? Probably. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing with this in a second, and I'm gonna try to adjust how the legs work. I just want to try one more time to set this to, like, 1 and see what happens. So with just 1 power, it'll still have a tiny bit of power, but, you know, it's coming in a decently hard landing. Oh, my gosh. I don't know why, but I'm fascinated by the fact that that crashes so consistently. Okay, so my theory is that the balloon is hitting the ground hard enough that it's popping the balloon, and the balloon counts as a fragile thing, and the fragile things are what's crashing it. I thought it was the grass, but I think it's the balloon. That's so fascinating that that's such a problem. In that case, I have one more thing that might not crash it that I'm gonna try. Because I think it's only crashing because it's a different thing, but I could be wrong. I mean, if I can figure out a consistent way to mess with this, maybe I can get them a more comprehensive bug report. I kind of wish I didn't have to use like GitHubs, but whatever. I haven't logged into that in a while. Okay, so it's back to this. So I'm not gonna do these. There's a more dumb way I can do this. Instead, out of range. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, so it's all technically the same structure now, so I don't think it'll crash. If it hits those trees, it might, though. I don't think it could fling my entire ship. My ship is heavy. Oh, it just got stuck, wedged in the ground. I mean, that's fascinating. I love the fact that I can do that. Whoa, that actually did a decent amount of damage to the leg. Like, not enough to kill it, but, it did damage. It can bleed. Wait, what? Is this a rendering thing, or what happened to my redstone pen? Oh, it must... I think it's just a rendering thing. Actually, if I turn this on... Yeah, okay, it does it. I'm gonna do one last thing here and just see if this time plummeting it to the ground doesn't crash the game. I really, really like how this... oh, man. I'm just kind of enjoying this. Yeah, just gluing them together. I kind of forget that you can get away with doing, like, large parts glued together like that. Yeah, so the test case was I wanted to do it at 1 speed, just to see. Boing. Yep. That's perfectly acceptable. Wow. Okay, well, we tested that. Now get out of here. It'll just go into the sky. I can leave it up there. That's fine. I can bring it down when I need it, you know? Wait, how high is that gonna go? Because I just realized it's not weighing down the whole thing. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. The atmosphere gets thinner, so it's not gonna go forever. Part of me is thinking I would prefer to have, like, the legs like that. Or, like, maybe at least just, like, little feet. I'm really not sure what looks better. I'm willing to spend the obsidian when I do it for real. I need to figure out, just in general, what I'm gonna do with this aesthetically. Whoa, okay, wait a second, the feet got stuck. There was a part of my brain that knew that could be possible, but didn't actually expect it to happen. I'm actually glad that that didn't break. I'm kind of impressed that it didn't. I'm surprised, even. Okay, if I do the feet, I need, like, a little bit more space for them. Gotcha. Did these break, or am I stupid? I don't know. Maybe I never had them go all the way out? Strange. Wait, this one did... Oh, I guess this one broke. Oh! Yeah, it broke bad. It's missing its thingy. Oops! That would do it. It's a little redundant if it's just scanning for only the block that it is. So these really, really want to get stuck now, though. Yeah, oh my gosh, they break themselves. Okay, okay, we do not put the obsidian... They can kind of... I mean, you'll see this, I guess, IRL with stuff sometimes, where it'll, kind of get hooked onto things, weirdly. Just didn't expect to see it here. Okay. Yeah, it's fine now. It's like how people draw cartoon bugs with, like, little shoes. Part of me wants to say it's better this way. Part of me wants to say it looks a bit silly. And, like, not in the way I think I want my ship to look. What options do I have? Shoe bug. Copycat. Can I do... Like, what if I do copycat? What if I do, like, copycat panels and stuff? Like, this might not clip. Oh, it's gonna clip on that, so okay, I can only do it on the 3 sides. I would have to move this, which is viable, but, you know. Maybe ideally not. I don't remember whether the copycats retain physical properties of blocks or not. I think they do. Because you mine them and everything. So if I do... Oh, what about that? Oh, it'll probably get stuck, but... If I could make it work, it would look sick. I mean, stairs probably, again, part of my brain has been saying that I should stick to, stuff that feels Minecraft. Like, try not to use slopes and stuff if I can handle. What the heck is the wrench mechanic on this? Holy moly. Okay, we're sticking with stairs just on principle of how annoying that is. But the stairs might still just look like shoe bugs. Why can't I stick these on right? This is having the same problem. There's most certainly a stair configuration. Okay, this just rotates it. Wait. Okay, so if I could get it that way. Okay, I think I figured it out, but I don't know which side to click to do it. What the heck? I'm so close. Why? Huh? What is this? How can I get every other configuration but not the one I'm looking for, which I feel like it should just be like normal. Like this is the insult, is it's just like it's like 2 clicks away on this side for some reason. So like this will like consistently rotate that. And then from here, no, because doing that'll always make it face that way. The heck? Oh my gosh. If there's one thing I would like, I think the problem is I actually need to do it. Like if I just click it from this side, I think it'll just work, won't it? Wait, maybe? This is why, this is why the other game that came out recently has the superior block mechanics. I'm done with this. I don't even care anymore. Like, it really does actually have much better... Don't tell me the vertical stairs is gonna just work, isn't it? Wait, but does that mean the vertical stairs... They won't work on this side? Oh, gosh. I don't even care. It's dead to me. Meanwhile, I can just do that. I might actually pull this back. And remember, kids, don't stare directly into the laser, or it will find you. That's probably gonna break it still, isn't it? Like, I don't think I can get away with that. I really hope I can get away with it, but I don't think I can. And smack? No? Okay. Wait, but this is just Pikmin boss feat now. Oh, and it breaks. Okay. You know what? I think... I might be over it. I think I'll just keep it simple, stupid. I don't need like weird fancy feet or any weird stuff like that. I just need it to work. think it just looks better as just this weird generic looking just pole. I feel like I've spent the last 30 minutes doing nothing. I mean, I guess I've been doing science on trying to perfect the exact, like, exact details of it, but, aside from that, really nothing. Okay, well, okay, let's go back to what I said I was gonna mess with, and I'm gonna try to make the other legs somewhat self-balancing. How do I do that? I had an idea. But I'm debating whether the idea even matters and if I should just do how this was self-balancing. I think it might be fine to actually just use the gyro system still. So what is my FPS? It's still pretty low. Like these were kind of just doing the trick. What was it set up again? 15 degrees. And then the inverse one, like subtracting it. The real question is if I can actually get, like, good inputs. So, temporarily, let's put this in the sky. I'm gonna simplify some of this real quick. I have the wrong wrench out of my 13 billion wrenches. Okay, so I will have this one still operate the same way it did before. Except for it needs to go backwards, apparently. We'll leave that on 32, and we'll do this one on 64. So yeah, yeah, I'll have this... Right, I forgot to actually do the part that I was supposed to do. Do this like this. Right. Flap like a bird. It's beautiful. This one actually I think can stay like that. I'm really just like going through this in my head real quick. We'll tear everything out. I don't 100% know how I would set this up for real. You know, I'm gonna have to have two inputs of power. Probably if I want them to be at different speeds, or just something converting the speed, I guess. Okay, so both of these should be correct. What? No? It's not? Huh. Oh, I know why. Okay, so it's less correct than I was expecting because... Oh, actually, I put that on that. What? Oh, okay, never mind. No, it wasn't what I thought it was. I'm just stupid. So the one leg should activate when it gets close to the ground. The other leg should activate if the gyro is... Well, crap. It's gonna probably... I probably want it to be if any are near the ground, it activates it. And then also it requires the gyro. Hmm. What was I doing over here? I was using that to detect... Well, if it's not broken. Right, I think I was using... It was basically an ore... ore gate. Oh yeah, this was part of why I... Like, I wasn't sure how to solve this. With the old system, sometimes when I would, like... mess with it for long enough, it would just... Like, these legs are, I think, just off now? Like, they're not straight anymore. This old one had some problems. But yeah, I guess it was a ore. It's taking the gyro input or how close it is to the ground. Hmm. So, green wool... plus slime ball, I guess? No, I want it to be a block so I can pick it up if I need to. I'll just use a log. And we'll make this also a unicorn. Okay, I have to remember everything I was doing. Oh, gosh. Like, it basically, it takes 2 gyro inputs. I guess we'll be putting that as the output for green log. I think it should be about as simple as this. Though I don't remember if I was actually taking both inputs before. I think this is backwards. Yeah, whether or not I need this is actually the question. You know what? Actually, let's keep it simple. I'll keep the comparator just because. But I think I was doing like 15 degrees before. I kind of don't mind if these kind of like shift out of place while the ship is in the air. I might want to still make it do it so it's only when it's actually like near the ground. Oops. Whoa, we're damaging things. Wait, is that backwards? No. Only problem is... Yeah, I think I need it to be like an OR gate kind of thing. Because I think I want this to be as far extended as it can be if it's like in the air a bit. Whoa, Nelly. Gosh. guess currently it's not gonna work as well. Oh. Okay, so it's got some problems. It is rearing itself like a spider ready to attack. Okay, maybe. So the problem here is, as it starts to detect and it gets closer to the ground, I need it to be... I need it to be higher contrast, I think. So, like, if it's leaned over, it needs to extend the leg until it's not. Should I still be using an inductor to determine that? So that it doesn't go crazy? How do I... Did I break something? Oh, I did, wow. It still can damage itself, which is a little worrying. Or wait, do I have this backwards? I think I have this backwards. That should be extending more, not less. So if the ground is far away... Huh, that keeps getting stuck for some reason. Oh, I just realized the leg is actually damaged. Yeah, okay, so I think I figured out the problem here. I just need to figure out how it works. Oh, my brain hurts. Nah. I'm gonna figure this out before the end of the stream, even though the stream is technically ending. It says BRB, but that doesn't mean anything anymore. Excuse me, why is this, like, further in than I swear it used to be? Oh, because this is already... Okay. I get the problem. These need a little bit more space because they can bend out earlier now. Bah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that really actually takes out a lot of that. Okay, they need space. Structurally, I'm not the biggest fan of the amount of space they need, but they need it. Yeah, it's just gonna bounce because it's gonna lean over. Ah, crud. So the signal will increase the closer to the ground it gets. But I can't use an inverter because the inverter will just output like a high signal all the time. So I'm gonna have to think, what other piece of logic do I need here to make this work? So again, like if I just do the inverter, how do I... Oh right, I place it like that. If I just do the inverter, oh my gosh. Why are you getting stuck? I don't actually understand what's wrong with you. Like, is it just me or is this thing, like, sideways? Maybe I just need to give it some better space. It's so aggressive. Oh, maybe we do take that out for now. I'll figure out how I'm actually building this into the structure later. There we go, that's better. I think, okay, it needs to be an AND gate. Okay, and so and gate. How do I do an and? There isn't just an and gate, is there? Like, in the redstone pen mod? I wouldn't mind having to not remember how to make these with redstone. Bridging redstone relay, bistable redstone. Oh gosh, what do you mean by this? Control shift is help. Incoming signals from the back power of 15 passes through a normal redstone signal from left to right. What? Oh. Oh, that's okay. That's actually pretty interesting. Incoming signals from back and the sides to the front with output switches on and off when detecting a rising signal. One pulse. These are weird. Technically, I could use this to do an AND gate, but I'd rather not like use something that fancy. In my ship for something this simple. Okay, so we're outputting the result. Oh gosh, what do I need from this? Okay, so I want this to only start caring when we get close. So, like, again, in this case, essentially this... Oops. So this is now outputting... Like, okay. Yeah, this is outputting. It's close. I do need actually... Yeah, so basically I want it to, like, activate like that. Oops. Yeah, so we activate like this when it gets close. But I don't necessarily want that to be the power level. Is that what that other one is for? Bistable. Okay, so from back and the sides to the front with up switches on and off when detecting a rising signal edge, off to on pulse control. That's so weird. Accumulator. Wait, what about the accumulator? 1 second. No. I can't... Forgot, that takes over your controls. Source an analog signal that can be modified over time. Increases the output strength. Okay, that's just like a counter up and down. So wait, what if I just do this? 1 second. Okay, here's an idea. So we put that there. We put the inverter into the side of it. And then, so if I just have like, so this would simulate. Okay, it's detecting like anything. It's going down. But then, where is it? There it is. As it's getting closer. Does the inverter not invert actual, like, signal level? Huh. Wait, how does the inverter work? I actually expected that to be, like, analog. It's not analog. Yeah. Okay, that doesn't work. Well, in that case, that's unfortunate. It's not like a -1. Well, wait a second. This might actually be fine. Okay, I don't think I needed the inverter for. I forgot I could put this. This does like the inverse operation, putting this like extra torch at the end. Yeah. Okay. So as it gets closer to the ground, it'll lower that. And if it has to, it'll go all the way up. I would kind of rather not do that, but I don't think it'll ever get all the way to the ground. My only worry is, yeah, if it gets all the way to the ground, it will, like... It's like I need to add, like, I don't know, knee caps to it to prevent this. Okay, but I think this should work. It's a bit strange, but... I think... Yeah, okay, this works. Whoa! I might need to adjust some settings on it, considering... Yeah, it's... The gyro needs to be, like, more aggressive, I think. I'm also not sure whether I should be... subtracting from the gyro as well. Or adding to it or what, but, how do I make the gyro more aggressive? Put this down? Oh, come back, come back, come back! Stop! Stop! Stop getting angry! Don't you dare lunge at me. Okay. It was a little awkward, but, oh, I broke the one on this side. We're making progress on the logic. Still. All things considered. Sometimes I hate that I can't get rid of the... thingy. Right, so I guess this is where I need the other sides to also do this. I'm gonna see if I can quickly recreate all of this logic. And see if I can get this standing again. Yeah, the only problem is the gyro... The gyro is very aggressive. It's like too aggressive. Oh, you know what? I need the AND logic to apply... Okay, I need the AND logic to apply to that as like the gyro as well. Like it shouldn't kick in unless it's near the ground. How the heck do I do that? This is so stupid. Okay, I'm gonna be daring and rip up some of my code. I remember what I did, probably. Where do I put this, though? Put that there. Put that there. Like, is this what I need to be doing? Probably not entirely correct. But maybe possibly correct. I think the gyro needs to be inverted. But also it needs to be lower. Yeah, that should be extending instead. Are you breaking back here? Oh, gosh. Yeah, that doesn't look correct. If I put this backwards? No, maybe that is correct. I don't know. Oh, no, 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 no. If that was correct, then it would be, like, forcing itself, like, out weirdly. Oh, crud! It hooked onto me. Well, it didn't split in half, at least. It jumped me. Did I lose anything on this part of the machine? I think it's fine. The part that I was actually working on. Don't worry. This part didn't matter. The part that I was working on is fine. That's the one thing I do not like, that the troll physics aspect is really freaking goofy. Like seriously. I do hope they find a way to fix this, because it's very annoying how, like, incredibly effective this is at just throwing you everywhere. I know some people probably find it fun, but it's incredibly dangerous, especially with a destruction mod enabled. Oh, it's gone. I think it clipped through the floor. I don't want to sign out just yet. I do need a BRB though, real quick. Okay. I feel like I'm close. I feel like I'm really, really close to getting this to work correctly. So my brain is, like, looking over here, making sure the, yeah, the webcam I think is fine. Yeah, so obviously, like, the two things I need, it's like, when it gets close enough to the ground, obviously it should start trying to extend. But I guess the question is, when it starts getting, like, really close to the ground, what does it do? Like, yeah, that leaning over, having it, like, pull in? Is that correct at all? Oh, gosh. I mean, I guess so. I guess it if it was leaning the other way, I would want the leg to extend inward more. So I guess this is fine. Oh wow, I took out one of the legs almost completely. You know a crunch is bad when the obsidian is gone. Right. Just get rid of that, why not? Just, who needs it in the way? So, I'm just gonna replicate this, I guess. I could probably compact it a little bit, but, yeah, let's just start replicating the actual design into all of these areas. Which way is this? Oh, whoops. Right. This whole thing needs reworked. I actually forgore that the whole thing... This is the antiquated version. There we go. Really just gotta copy everything over. Okay. That goes there. 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 Oh, right. The sensor got blown to smithereens. Okay. Are all these still in place? I think, yeah, they're all fine. Yellow, red, log. There's a lot of little details to put in. Log. Log. Actually, did I? I might have. Oops. I might have set one of these. Oh. Wrong. Yeah. These are not receivers. Let's see here. The comparators go in here, and then the repeaters behind them. And then a bajillion gyros. I'm just trying to, like, just do all of the steps when I think of them, so I'm not forgetting anything. I do wonder if I could have, made this a little more compact. Hey, bad. No. You hook where I tell you to, and nowhere else. I don't 100% know the logic that, Redstone Pen uses to decide where to hook things in. I think it defaults to assuming you want to hook all of the valid spots, but that's not necessarily always the case. I will admit, this is gonna require a stupid amount of these receivers to work properly when I do this for real. It's a little imposing, if I'm being honest. Just to make sure. Like, I cannot destroy this world. I need it for reference. I do not want to figure this all out again. Oh boy. Ah. How did I forget to put these on? There we go. Log. Log. Yellow. That. Red. Red. Receiver. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Another step. I think these are all supposed to be 15. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, like, figure out if that's correct, or... I don't think I have it inverted 15. Do I have it inverted 15? I do have it inverted. Okay. Some of the legs are gonna go backwards. I'm almost certain that I probably didn't put the motors in right. So, So those motors are correct. Those motors are not correct. That's actually really weird. So I need to invert those, the back two motors, both of them? Oh, okay, I have to invert all of them. Shrug bug. I think I understand now. Now that I don't have the gear thing, these are all always going to be like this. I think. Probably. Wait. Oh, okay. Maybe not. It kind of just collapses to the floor and shivers. But that actually kind of looks cool. It kind of gets it closer to the ground, which is nice. Oh gosh, when did that break? Okay, you know what? I definitely need knee pads for this thing. I think the knee pads will look cool as well, but definitely need knee pads. The only thing is it still leans a little here, and I'm kind of curious. What do I have to do to make it not lean? Like, if we put this down to 10? The problem is, at this point, okay, this is where I don't think I have the logic fully correct. I think it's always gonna go into, like, a lower position. Yeah, I don't think I can lower the signal. Or actually, this is making the signal higher, isn't it? Slightly. I think. So if I had this set, like, 25 instead? I also have to remember we're losing a little bit of signal, so there's going to be some inaccuracy from that. But no, yeah, this is outputting too strong of a signal, so... okay. This is the perfect time to figure out if the logic is just simply stupid. This is putting out more signal the closer this is to the ground, so it's going to be always wanting to pull it up as it gets lower. Okay, so this one here is just to detect it. This one here is to detect how close to the ground we are. I do want it to pull up as it gets closer to the ground. The thing is pulling up... But I also want to output... So pulling up is more signal, but I also want to output... Do I want to output stronger? But we're in subtract mode. Always test in the air. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh my gosh. Did this thing survive? I guess the knee pads worked. I don't think I actually broke anything. I broke a bunch of ground, but I think that's because the obsidian just like drilled through the earth. So this should activate it. Okay. Interesting. So I'm just trying to figure out. So I think comparator, I don't 100% know how comparators work. I know like it's basically becomes a subtract mode. This might be like adding mode. All of that because I switched one little lever. That's insane. I could have destroyed everything. That would have been the end of the stream, by the way. If I destroy this whole thing, I'm gonna watch back the footage and recreate it later. But but I'm ending the stream immediately. I'm not rebuilding this entire thing in the stream right now. Like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of that real quick. I just want to see. So the default position, is that. Oops. It's weird how long that takes to update. Okay, so as it goes up, it pulls up more, which is good. That's kind of what I want for when it gets close to the ground. So the closer to the ground we get, currently we have the logic. So the closer we get to the ground, the more it's pulling up. That part makes sense. That part works exactly like I thought it did. So we're good with that. But the part that's not entirely working is the more we're leaned over, I think I want it to be outputting stronger signal. Or no, I want to. So I want it to actually be outputting. Oh, okay, maybe. Do I want it to be weakening? I want it to be straighter, which means I want it to not be retracting. So I want the values to be lower. So does that actually mean what I want is actually for the gyro to be subtractive from the one that's near the ground? We're getting closer, but then if I lean it more, we're going up more. I think I figured it out. I think this is... Okay, let's get it into a kind of default position. Okay, we're updating all of the logic on this new weird double comparator situation. I had to like subtract two things. There's some logic that goes into redstone. You know, we keep joking about, like, new Minecraft is complicated, but comparators are, like, old Minecraft at this point. I'm trying to remember if they were added in early, release, or if they were added in, late beta, but they've been around for a while, and figuring them out is not exactly easy sometimes. But they do a lot of stuff. Okay, I think that's connected how I want it. The question, so these are set to 15. Set them all to 15 and just see what we get. This might be the moment where it all just works out in the end. Have these all set to subtract mode. Okay. Please just don't do that. Don't do specifically that. I guess it's a little awkward that when the hole is like too far away, it won't even bother, but I guess that makes some sense. It just does mean the ship might fall into a hole. But I guess if it can't reach the ground anyway, I guess it's better that it doesn't bother. Oh my gosh. It's a little aggressive. Like, what's going on here? If I try to, like, flatten it. I'm so close! What is it doing? I don't understand. Actually... Oh, wait a second. I think I know what's wrong. One second. Which one was the one I did first? Was it this one? One of these is going to be different from the others, I think. Whichever one I did first, I think, maybe. No? They're all like this? Let's invert these. I just want to see. I feel like it's not reacting like it's supposed to be. Something's off. Like, let's see here. So we lean it. I think it tries to stay extended. We lean it back. Maybe? Get it nearer to the ground and see. So, and then we lean it, and it doesn't seem to do anything, actually. Why isn't it doing anything? Huh? Maybe this was correct. It must have been correct. Is it just too aggressive? I guess it is very aggressive. Yeah, it really, really resists it. Okay. We just have to fine-tune. Like, let's try 30. It might just be too strong. You know, there's also a chance I shouldn't be doing both these values in. I don't know. It's just because of the way the angles of everything are, it just feels correct. Just don't fling yourself, please. I think this is better? It's pretty flat. But it was on flat ground. Let's try it here. Just don't fling yourself too much. Okay, you're flinging yourself too much. You're flinging yourself. Do not crab walk. I don't care if that's my aesthetic. You can't be crab walking. Well, it's weird. It's balanced. Sort of. Certainly I can fine-tune something here. I mean, I guess technically it does the job. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good enough. I don't like that it bounces, though. Like, I really don't like that. I'm not sure what I can do to prevent that. It's very twitchy. It's rearing at me again. Hello? Are you mine? Okay. I think it pulls the, these in a little too much. I'm not entirely sure how to change the pickiness of it, but, it's kind of working. It's just a little off. I'm gonna see if I can adjust... You know what? I wonder if... I don't want to move all of this. Oh, what have I done? Okay, I think I can fix this, but it's gonna be slightly awkward. Oh, stop, please. You're cringe, bot. You're cringe. Okay, this is going to be my attempt at fixing this. Or making it maybe a little less twitchy. It's very responsive right now as part of the problem. Ironically, that's not 100% ideal. So if I just stuff one of these in here and just like delay it an extra tick, maybe that's fine. 2 ticks. Makes it very slow, actually. You know, maybe I don't need this part to slow it down. Maybe I actually just... One second. I just remembered. This is an overcompensation. I just need to slow this down. Turns out, this was ideal. Probably. To just have it a little slower. Okay, it's still kind of freaky. No, don't crash! Why did you crash? Boing! I don't even know why. How far back is it gonna put me? We're about at the end of the stream here. I'm not gonna go much longer. I'm just gonna try to see if I can't fine tune this thing. Yeah, spin the fox, and just the amount of megabytes of memory it takes just to load the game up. Mods are hefty, to say the least. Okay, how far back are you putting me? Please. Please, how bad is it? I mean, I guess the only real thing I did, considering I undid some of my work there, was changing the motor speeds. Why did it crash? I could turn off the mod temporarily. Okay, we're back to this. What is happening? What are you doing? Stop. You know what? I wonder, was it... There's balloons nearby. Maybe it stepped on one of these and popped it and popped the game with it. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. I'm really actually surprised after all that it just kind of crashed. The way the streak accidentally forms because of the, like, slow ray tracing or whatever. If I could just get it to be less twitchy. Ah. It's so close, but it's like... It's so twitchy. Okay, this is stupid, but I have an idea. What if, I know iron blocks are heavy. What if I just make it heavier? In fact, there's a feature I haven't really shown off much with this mod. I think I showed this off once before, but it should... Yeah, so currently 242. With this many iron blocks. 242. Add a bunch more. 398. Because my ship's heavy, you know, even with the balloons, I would say my ship is heavy. This is dumb. I love how reflective these are. Yeah. Yeah, that should be... That's over twice its weight, right? Certainly this isn't gonna output the force enough to fling it now. Oh, less, definitely less so far. It's still really bouncy. Stop. Stop. I don't understand how it feels this organic. Like, I just don't get it, man. I think I know one of the problems here. See, it settles down sometimes. It's just, it gets really twitchy. Whoa. The problem is when it really goes off, it just goes off. I think my ship was something like, I don't know, 4,000 or so. One second, I can show this off real quick. I opened it up in another save file to take some screenshots. And, I think that should be copy 4, probably? I don't know what copy 4 is, but it's probably the one I was grabbing screenshots in. I was doing some testing. I was also testing the pickaxe and things like that. I think I opened the right one. Whoa. Oh yeah, definitely lowers a bit. By the way, this is 100 blocks long. 120 if you count. Yeah, here it is. Oh, it's 10,000. Okay, it's heavier than I thought. Yeah, the ship is 10,000. So I think if I put the landing gear on it, it should be far heavier. Like it should be plenty heavy to prevent it from bouncing everywhere. I'm just surprised at how twitchy everything is. Yeah, that didn't make any difference on the webcam. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't give you permission to start jumping instantaneously. It's like, it's so good, but it's just, it just produces too much like force, I guess. I wonder if putting wheels on it again would help. Like actual like landing gear wheels. You know what? The wheels were kind of effective last time. The only problem is, yeah, I have to pull it up here and make sure I have a spot for the wheels to go. The wheels were effective last time, so let's just see. I can accept putting small tires on this to make it work properly. I think the tires look fine. Wait, that's not correct at all. Wait, what? The angle of the tire mounts is not what I... Wait. If I put the tire... How does that angle? That looks freaking weird. Oh my gosh, and it starts breaking things because it like clips into the floor? Okay. That's a slight problem. Okay, well, if I put the tires like that, I guess that's fine. I kind of forgot that this is weird. Like, I think if I want to do these legs for real, I have to figure out a different angle at which to build the default so that the Minecraft logic like is better. Maybe the wheels aren't helping. Maybe the wheels aren't helping. I agree, Hamas. They're helping maybe a little if I put the big ones on. Because they're like spongier, right? Like I feel like because they're spongier. It's just like, is it just not heavy enough? I mean, this is still pretty good. I mean, the way it leans down like this. Like when it lands properly, it's good. So I'm like thinking if I could just get, I don't know, some more weight on this thing or something. What's like the heaviest? Wait. What about like bedrock? Absurdly heavy. Okay, there we go. Whoa. Wait, actually, how much is bedrock? Okay, so we're currently at 758. We put one bedrock on. It adds 1,000. Okay, no more piles of iron. I need like 10 of these. I mean, the piles of iron look kind of cool, but you know, we'll make them like platforms of iron. One, 2,000. There. It is now not quite half, but more comparable in weight to my ship. Because, okay, the ship also has the balloons, I think that would help it. Come down here, I need you. Like, at this point, I'm trying to simulate the environment of my ship. Do I not have this, like, centered in a way where I could just do this? Slightly awkward, but whatever. We will make it work. That's interesting. Oh right, I think it like when it connects it like messes up the redstone for a second. Oh, it actually messes it up. Oh, it like rotated it. That's weird. I'll have to keep that in mind that this has like a weird compatibility thing. Total lift is, like, I think this gets up to, like, around 500, and that is not gonna lift something that weighs, like, 4,000 now. But, I think it should help it kind of simulate drifting down? Oh, barely. I might have put too much bedrock on. We may have just simulated a very heavy crash landing instead. There are cows in that hole. These cows were made for me. Okay, what if I take out like 2 of the bedrock and just lower the weight to 2,000? Because again, the balloon, my balloon, I think should be able to take it. You know, I guess only really for the most part, just the, oh, that got broken. For the most part, just the wheels popped off. So, okay, let's see if it can take it without the wheels again. I wish it wasn't so bouncy! It gets there, but man, it does not have a clean landing. And it sometimes just, like, freaks out again. Certainly there must be something I can do better than this. Like, I'm somewhat happy with it, but I'm not sure what to configure differently. That's like my only problem at this point, is I do not know what I can adjust to get it to settle like this a little bit more friendly. Because, I mean, is it just the fact that it... So it, like, tilts forward... And it didn't really tilt forward much. That time it settled pretty... Like, if it settles good. It's very capable of being very good. Is it just actually too fast? I don't know. What could I change about this? See, I'm dealing with a weird situation where I need it to react very quickly to save it from hitting the ground really hard. But if it reacts quickly, it seems to give it an incredible amount of momentum. I'm gonna just see real quick how this feels at a very slow speed. If you remember my previous design actually only moved at slow speeds. Actually, that's incorrect. Feature's just really, really slow. It's still very twitchy, though. Like, is that the problem? When it goes, like, up and down, it, like, does a little kick, almost. Oh! See, that's the problem. Now it doesn't react fast enough, and it can lose its legs. I would have to make probably the whole leg out of obsidian or something. And yet, it's still pretty good. I'm kind of debating if this needs to actually be set a little bit more, though. 25? That didn't change anything, surprisingly. It still leans a little bit. 20? This is surprising. Oh, there it goes. I guess that's the one problem. Okay, so you have to figure... There's definitely a balance where it needs to... Yeah, it's just bouncy. It's just gonna be bouncy forever, and I don't know what to do with that. There might also be something to be said about it... Like... Is this not strong enough, or is this too strong? I wonder if this is too strong, like if I need to... cut it down a little bit. Because I believe is I forget, the idea with this one is the more it outputs, the more up this goes. Yeah, the closer we get, the more it pulls up. The problem is, I think if I pull this back, it's only going to reduce it by 1. Oops, that's incorrect. Yeah, I think with redstone, like, I can't just, like, half it. I can reduce it by 1, but I can't really half it. You cannot half your cake and eat it too. But that might actually be better. The positional nature of redstone is an odd one. Like, I'm just about ready to say that this, like, should allow it to work for the airship. I'm willing to, like, test it in survival mode at this point. It's just like, I mean, really though, you can kind of tell. It has its limits. And it gets very angry, but it eventually settles down. Like, it wiggles for a bit, but you know, it lands, it keeps it upright for the most part. There's gonna be some slight inaccuracy, but I think for the most part... Gosh, it's so freaky when it does that. Oh, boy. I'm not sure if it's as responsive as my old one, in some ways. And I can't figure out why it launches more readily than the old one. Now, okay, that actually is one reason, maybe. Oh, you know what? So I made it like this because this feels more like landing gear. I bet you, if I made the legs like this at the sides... I almost guarantee the way that it interacts, because it's then longer than it is wide, relatively, and the way it, like, won't push out from, like, the center as much. I almost guarantee you, because these are, like, pushing away from each other instead of being parallel to each other, that, this setup kind of is itself, gosh, it just breaks the terrain until it finds a spot to settle on. It's digging. Oh gosh, no, don't jump at me. But yeah, I bet if I did it like that, I could get an actual better, like, balancing thing. But I want it to be like this because it's, I mean, this is how, like, landing gear should be. I just can't get it to shut up is basically my problem. It just doesn't, it's so, like, overactive, I guess, is the weird part. Mechanically, in certain ways, it's better. It just doesn't, I can't get it to settle. Like, when it settles more even than that one did. But it just doesn't settle. Well, I guess this is the culmination of today's stream. Of dancing robot. Like, it is cool. I need to work on a couple bits of it. Oh, it calmed down. Yippee. Nope, not quite. I need my cool final clip to add to the compilation of making a self-balancing robot, and this is not helping. This is not the cool, like, effective clip. This is something that will not stop trampling my crops. Oh gosh. Stop being a sentient creature. What have I done to deserve sentience? Are you done? Are you calm? Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess I have something to work on next week, trying to make this, like, less freaking out. I guess the dumb part is, with my ship right now, I can just do landing gear that is literally just a couple poles on the bottom that takes the impact and takes damage for my ship. Whoa! Stop! No! Calm down. I'll give you one more chance. One more chance to do anything but dance. You can dance if you want to. Oh, no. I started singing and it got angry with me. Wait, this is really weird. How is this balanced? What? Excuse me? Yeah, if I had just made a Hammus machine, I think we would have been better off. Clearly, I've done something wrong. Like, one of my last adjustments, I think, made this worse. 1 second. I'm gonna try something. I think I'm gonna go back on this. I think I made it, like... See, okay, that is actually a thing. These outputs will get twitchier the lower I make them, because the range, like if you put it at like 16, for instance, all 16 like degrees are going to be considered. Like, I'm not really sure if I want to be on my ship while my ship is doing something like this. Oh, it like gripped the ground. Are you stick bugging? I'm starting to wonder if I should have just tried to one-to-one recreate my previous logic. And just use these as the turning mechanisms instead of trying to make something completely new today. I just don't 100% understand what I've done wrong. You know, I bet it's because this piece doesn't do anything anymore. I don't want to keep streaming at this point. I do want to eat food and stuff. But I also can't stop myself from wanting to, first of all, fix this thing's leg, because it can't... It's a wounded creature now. Ah, it's eating me! Okay, 1 second. Is that correct? Yeah, I think so. I feel like there's something I could do here. I'm not quite sure, but I feel like... What if... What if we went back to trying... Okay. I'm going to tempt fate a little bit here. And just see... What if I went back to... If only shrooms were that effective, bot. If only. They solved it. They just solved it. Okay, but what if I... Goodness me. Sorry, I'm just trying to think how to build this real quick. What if I did this instead? Or we use the greens over here to do math on that, and then... Wait, why isn't it rotating at all? I know why. Because I'm stupid. Yippee. I love... Oh, whoops. What am I doing? That doesn't make sense. That makes not... That's... I was repeating logic from earlier. I mean, it's a little awkward that I have to do it this way, but... Just put one of those on each of those and... Wait, what? Oh. Right. I'm stupid. Can I rotate this, like, in a way that makes sense? Okay, there we go. Let's, which... Okay, I'm looking at the wrong one. Then explained how to do it. Yeah, you don't solve things that way? What the heck am I doing here? It's still... What? Huh? Wait, this isn't... Please, just let me just let me, like, enable... Oh, crud. A rotational axis thing instead of doing... I hate this kind of rotation stuff. I never do it in, Blender with, like, the one that just lets you, like, free rotate. It's so frustrating. I just want to, like, have it pull up a thing and let me, like, drag it or something. I don't know. I swear this specific track plays so often. Okay, so it's not gonna care until we're within the 15 blocks. But if we're within the 15 blocks, the whole thing just activates. Why? Like, it completely activates. What have I done wrong? Huh? Where did the logic break? What? Get rid of just one of these, will it? Do weird things? No? But that goes all... What the heck? that's doing its thing. But it does rotate. Okay, so it activate. Oh, okay, I think I'm understanding. I forgot that it will extend it all the way, and then it counter extends it. Does that mean if I get it closer to the ground, it's gonna behave? Yeah, a little bit. Well, sorta. Maybe that's a good sign to end for the night. I mean, I'll make sure nothing's broken, too broken, but... I'm at a slight loss. For what to do. I feel like I'm kind of onto something, but I also feel as though it's just too twitchy. I think next week's thing is going to be to attempt to figure out something that does not use the gimbal. So wow, it actually, I guess it did get a little dark in here. I think the gimbal is kind of a problem. Am I riding it? No, okay, it's in the air. Oh. Where in the world did, like, we saved it such an odd position. This is getting my brain broken. It's just breaking me. Yeah, it's like as we get lower, that does... Okay, I guess that's correct enough, but then it's still very twitchy. But then again, those ones are causing it to be extra twitchy. And I don't want it to rotate up that much while landing. I mean, this might be better. You know what? Okay, we're gonna commit to trying to... The physics in this freak me out sometimes. Okay, let's commit to the plan. We'll just do, you know, 32. The heck? Negative 32? Wait, what? Oh. Right. I don't know why that one actually rotated the way it did. It's slightly worrying, though. Yeah, in fact, why are they rotating in weird ways? Something seems wrong here. I feel like it might have not saved the positions correctly. Or... what the heck? Okay, I mean, I guess. If I bring this up... Okay, no, these are correct. Okay. That's good. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm just getting confused by it, like, some of them being, like, validly in the air and some of them not. See, I kind of wanted that to... Well, actually, yeah, no. The whole thing of me wanting it to kind of come down and activate the moment it does, like, it gets nearer. Yeah, I didn't need that other setup the whole time anyway. I think I could have always had it be kind of analog on both parts of the legs. Still kind of wobbly, but... I guess that's my thing. I'm not 100% sure if I need the landing gear to, bring it to the floor. I kind of would prefer the landing gear... keep it a little bit up. I don't know. This does seem preferable. Here, let me take these out real quick just to give it a little less weight to deal with. And also to test if it truly will fling itself or not. It takes a moment, but you know. Now, I guess the one weird thing, it's maybe less accurate where these are pointing anymore. Is the one downside. The landing gear is like kind of further out than it was. That was the one benefit, I guess, of having it kind of go out further is, yeah, here's a good example of the problem. The standing position is now here. But the sensor is here. So if I actually wanted this to work correctly, I might have to move it here. I don't know what's up with this. Like, I can't seem to... Maybe if I had an empty hand, I could click it. So it's like I have to extend these off the ship in a slightly awkward way. But it might be fine. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. So I extended that out, like one from the main. So, 2. Oh my gosh, please. Please, can you just not do that? Can you just be normal? Just be normal! You're hurting yourself! I think yeah, can't do it like that. The ship says to me, "You're not my dad," as it jumps into the air. That's the one thing I'm worried about is yeah, I'm gonna want to connect the sensors decently, or they are just going to get destroyed and flung off into the atmosphere. Oh my gosh, please. What are you doing? What is this? What is this? Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's correct. I am killing you with my vehicle! Oh no, this is bad. Okay. Stop. You have lost movement privileges for a minute. What the heck? It got me. It kicked me. After all of that, it still managed to kick me. Okay. My son. My hyperactive son. I would really like to be able to, you know what? I think I could, couldn't I? There is a chance I could set another optical sensor that activates at a slightly higher up position. Um, I just have to do one thing. um, the optical sensor has a limit of 15 blocks. But that's just the default configuration, and I could technically up the default maximum. What in the world are you doing, actually? It's gonna be 15 by default for those, but I could actually set up a second optical sensor. That forces them all to just like activate once it detects the ground. So yeah, here I'm gonna do that as like one more thing, you know. Where the heck am I? I think if I just put that like here, and I mess up again. Now I gotta put it over here. So this one can just be, I don't know, wood. And we can use that one, I think, to set these. So it should detect from higher up. Is that one set to the default 32? I think it is. Like 32. Oops. Ah, crud. Empty hand, please? Yeah, okay. Where does it tell me the information? Can I not view that now? Yeah. Okay. So now it can compensate earlier, and then it can figure itself out otherwise. I mean, it landed, and it stopped wiggling. It's technically better. So, like, does that save it from a fall from, like, this, though? Like, this is the real deal situation. Yeah, this is where I... like, this is extending as much as it needs to, but these can't really do anything else about it. I'm gonna try something real quick. So this one's only getting the downward input. Then this one's not getting the downward input. And this one's only getting the downward and then not getting that. And this is not getting that? Does that work? I don't think that works. I think I need a second one to do that. Maybe. Oh my gosh. This is slightly better, actually. Maybe... Again, it does keep it off the ground. It'll lean in certain ways that I'm not the happiest about, but, like... Yeah... Like, come on, final test. Can you do it? Can you land and then just balance yourself out and then, yeah. Sort of. I'm still not 100% happy with it. Like, I think I would rather this also be activating more. I'm glad a hypothetical person finally solved the eyes. Hypothetically solved the eyes. Kinda, but it doesn't work entirely as well as I would like it to, so I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of at a mix. This seems like a mistake, like the game is gonna crash from- oh my gosh! Very carefully extract that from that hole. Oh, we're mostly fine. Did I break anything? I don't think so. Hello? I mean, hello? Whoa, dude, calm down. Whoa. Bro's living in hyperspace. Every second I didn't respond was like 1,000 years. Yes. Uh-huh. I mean, the information should be on the channel for that. I don't think you have to ask. Also, I am about to end the stream, though, for tonight. Hey, if you missed the rest of this, stream, it's on the YouTube channel. Oh.
I think somebody's trying to sell me something.
Sorry, I don't got no money. Oh my gosh. It's better than it was. It's less wobbly than it was. So I think I can be good to leave it there. Like it takes the impacts and then it kind of levels the ship down to the ground. Okay. There we go. It's very wobbly, but I'm kind of fine with it. Do I have a better hill that I can, like, test this on real quick? As I slam this, like, 5 miles away real quick. Oh, wait, there's a tree there. Careful! You'll crush the game! See, this is where it excels. This is a lot better. In fact, I wonder, can I... I'll put you down to 20 again. See, it doesn't do anything. Oh, that's probably because this is the one that like, reacts to that. But, again, they're not doing anything. I'm so conflicted right now. It feels like it's better, but it feels like it's worse, and it just... It's so close to glory. This one's not even fully touching the ground. I don't know, man. I mean, again, it's technically better than if I didn't have it. Did I lose a block? It's technically better than if I didn't have it. Oh, well, awkward timing. I'm just testing it a few more times before I end the stream, but, you know, I made a different form of balancing robot, and I'm only half pleased with it. there's something missing. It feels like there's something fundamental missing about it. What if I plug... Oh! Don't do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so apparently that... Yeah, that connected that by accident. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Oh gosh. Please do not die, Nutty. What if I put that at, like, okay, what if that's at, like 25 for that, and then 30 for the other one? No, 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 stop, stop. This machine has to calm down. Stop! Every time I do that, it jumps! Oh, gosh. See, I've been making these uniform, but maybe it's better if they're not uniform. If the one is like high and the other is low, it might actually be fine. Stop! Okay. You know, okay, this is actually kind of fine. Maybe I found the secret sauce to making this work. Sort of, as it has taken slight amounts of damage in the meantime. Oh no. Five hours. Okay, final test. Am I happy with this? This twitchy monstrosity that I have built. Maybe that's the problem. I want to end the stream, but I keep thinking. It's never gonna end if I keep thinking. Okay, the problem I think it has with the way that it's kind of doing this subtractive, like, AND gate thing. Whoa. When it, like, leans into the air, when it, like, leans sideways, and there's no blocks there, it kind of, like, bends outward to try to compensate for the fact that it detects itself in the air, but it shouldn't be doing that, I don't think. I think I know the problem. Maybe. Holy moly. How do I do that, though? Okay, so... So, I think the problem is... So when we're further away... When we're further away from the ground and we're leaned, I think I want it to still just be outputting, like, the same amount of pulled in. Can I use another comparator? Oh gosh. This is so stupid. How many comparators am I gonna use? I don't think a comparator is correct here, but let me just see. So in this case, I actually want this to, because it's leaned over, I kind of want it to be, like, pulled up. But it's not actually doing it. No, there's not an additive thing. Dang it. Relays incoming signals from the back end. Size front with output of 15 switches on immediately. Thruster delay is 1 redstone ticks. Also accepts indirect inputs from tracks. Tracks connected to blocks. Oh, like train tracks. Can you make that noise of putting an eye? Wait. You mean? Wait. What did I do to make that noise? Oh, just this one? Okay. I thought there was another noise. I mean, it is a good noise. Wait, what part of this mod? Which thing had like a really stupidly satisfying sound? I'm trying to remember. There was something, but I don't remember which mod it was that added another really good sound. That Minecraft has some Minecraft has just some ridiculous sound design, both in the official game and mods. Like the just pop of picking up an item and all that. Okay, so I just need to figure out how to add signal. I mean, I guess I can just put one of these here going the opposite way. Every body part. What? Is. Huh? I mean, I guess Minecraft is candy. So what if I put this down to like 20? Like I want this to just be like really just like, if it's pointed this way, it just folds it back in. Oh, eye candy. I think, okay, I get it. It's a really weird way to put it. But okay. Sure. Ear candy. Why isn't this outputting? Should this not? Huh? What? Oh. Wait, what? Huh? What? Squeeze me? One of these should be like, what? Why isn't that working? What is this? Huh? What? So that works. This is actually making me question whether this thing works at all. One second. Let me unplug that and plug that in. Okay, that works. Oh. What? This thing is weird. This thing is so freaking weird. I don't understand. Oh. I'm sorry. For I cannot stop the cat. Nobody can stop the cat. Just trying to find, like, what value seems correct. Like, I really, really would prefer if, like, if it's leaning like this, it tries to pull up a little bit. Yeah, so, okay. What a mess this circuitry has become. Holy moly. Meow, 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 meow. Scary! I don't think this one should output, right? Okay, so this doesn't. Okay, so I think this is correct. Maybe this thing works on like a kind of and logic? I really don't know. I just do not understand the gyroscope as well as I would like. I feel like I'm actually missing something very important with it. It does seem to be an and kind of thing. It does seem slightly better. So I had this on. Whoa! I say slightly better, and then it starts climbing the hill. Wait, so will this not work properly unless I set it to 25? Okay, so this thing, there's something funky with it. I don't know what that is. But it has a little bit of unbueno-ness to it. It's wiggling again. I don't feel like I've actually solved anything. Oh, no. Okay, now, did you relay just Nutty's message or mine as well? Because that perhaps that's my fault. Land. Oh! Rough landing. No, I did this. This is my fault. The plant had nothing to do with it. Ah, crud, it busted one of the things off. This is my problem. I keep thinking... Oh, no! I keep thinking, like, it's just gonna keep breaking itself. Yeah, look how much more twitchy it is without the height detection, I think. Like, the gyroscope is just too crazy. Oh my gosh. It was very angry. I keep feeling like I'm getting closer to something. But then it's kind of wacky. You know what? I think I overcompensated this. I think I went a little too ham. First, we need to solve the iMessages. We need the solve messages. Yeah, you could hear that. Yeah, I don't like living in the city. I'm just gonna say, like, oh my gosh. Every day now that it's not cold outside. It's actually kind of interesting that, like, I guess it's so icy around here they cannot do that in winter, so they just don't. But, like, summer returns and they get crazy. I mean, it's fine until it's like 1 in the morning and somebody does that, then it's like a whole thing. This is a hopeless endeavor, isn't it? It's like I'm The destruction mod is almost doing a better job of getting this into place, just because it, just does that. I mean, certainly you could do better than this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna see if this thing can survive pretty much most of the weight of my ship. Falling from space, basically. Oh my gosh! Okay, so hopefully the ship doesn't completely crash, considering... I mean, it took out the legs, but it very much took out the legs. Like, what? Okay, at this point, I'm half just destroying this thing. What happens if we just have 3 legs? Like, how bad is that? You know, it still survived. Oh, it is ruining itself, though, without that last leg. So it kind of goes to show the legs are doing something, even if they're causing some of their own problems, considering it just took out half of the structure over here without the, without it. I'm gonna leave it there, but, one day we'll, one day we'll figure this out. I'm gonna bye. I'm hungry. I'm dying. I'm hungry and dying. We got our daily person trying to advertise services to us. SpongeBob has been satiated. Oh, I'm actually really hungry.